All right. Last couple times I did uh, my more significant book, I Am Phoenix. My goodness. Apparently, I've been playing in the dirt. But going back to my book, ALX Proverbs, I'll read off some bonus chapters. In this one, I was brainstorming about what we are taught as men versus as Christian men. So, the man. In a world where masculinity is often reduced to external success, it's time to redefine what it means to truly be a man. Manhood is not just a title you carry, it's a calling, a summons to embrace your full potential, to cultivate your heart like a garden, and to lead with unwavering courage and wisdom. Picture the warrior. He stands at the gate of his home, ready to defend his family from whatever threatens their peace. His strength is not just in his fists, but in his heart. He knows what he protects: love, integrity, and the future of his household, and he will stand his ground. His presence is unshakable, rooted in purpose and honor. When you're married and you have a family and that union is blessed by God, it's there's a little bit more oomph to it when you're protecting your home, right? It's you know that it's legally solid. It's the children are born in the marriage are born to a happy couple, and you as a dad just instantly a warrior inside of you awakens, right? So once you have this family and this protected household, you stand guard to make sure that people don't come and try to tear it up. Recently it's been pretty common that a lot of people get divorces, and I think one of the biggest causes is that the woman breaches the security, right? She's like, this fence around my house makes me feel trapped. I'm gonna go tear down this fence because I don't want to feel imprisoned, right? Well, that fence, that gate, that protection was there to keep out thieves and wolves and coyotes and bears, right? So sometimes a household falls because the wife decides that I don't like being protected. It's too restrictive. Then see the gardener. He bends low, with hands in the soil, planting seeds, not just for himself, but for those around him. The gardener's work is patient, deliberate, and full of care. He nurtures life with consistency and devotion, understanding that what grows in the garden of his heart will spread to his community. Every seed of kindness, wisdom, guidance will bear fruit in time. Fruit that sustains his loved ones and enriches the world, right? So we have a man is a complex creature, right? So within this man, there is a call to be a warrior. There's a call to be a gardener. And how would we plant seeds in the heart of those people that we love, right? It's through kindness, love, integrity, wisdom, and you have to guide your team, right? So that's how a man becomes the leader of the household, or this protector. He also has to plant some good seeds in the heart of those people. As a leader, a man does not dominate. He inspires. He walks ahead with a vision, confident in the path he's chosen. His strength lies not in his ability to control, but in his capacity to serve and to uplift others. His team, his family, and his community follow because they trust him, trust his judgment, his integrity, and his wisdom. He leads with humility, understanding that the greatest leaders are those who serve. And finally, the saint. So I broke it down into four qualities in the man, right? The warrior, the gardener, the leader, and the saint. So, yes, we have to protect, or we naturally want to protect. And so this tendency should not be shut down. It should be explored. Go get trained. Go learn how to take a punch. Go learn how to shoot guns. Go learn how to train your dogs to actually be about business instead of just cute little pets, right? So when you have a family to protect, you're going to protect, or you should. So the man is a warrior, the man is a gardener, the man is a leader, not just of himself, but of his family, of the community nearby, the friend circle. Not like, oh, look at me, I'm in charge, but like perhaps by example, perhaps with some humility, perhaps with some willingness to serve, right? And then the last one is saint. And finally, the saint. His spirit is humble, his soul full of grace. The saintly man does not seek glory or praise for his deeds. Instead, he serves with quiet strength, finding joy in the act of giving. He knows that true greatness is not measured by how much he gains, but how much he gives. His faith guides him, his principles ground him, and his love for others fuel him. Yes, I believe that every man has some saintly qualities. And as we have gone through this book, ALX Proverbs, there's a lot of focus on character development. And some of that is perhaps to be a better person, have some empathy, be a little bit more loving, be a little bit more patient with your people and the people around you, be a little bit more giving, be a little bit more reserved with your judgment and anger and opinions so that people in your care can thrive, right? Nobody wants an abusive husband. Nobody wants an abusive dude. But we also don't want a sloppy cheating girlfriend, right? Or a wife, because it not only violates our terms of me trying to protect the family, because a cheating wife will definitely set you up to get murdered. If she wants to get rid of you, she will do a lot, right? And which is why we don't, some of us who have a lot to lose, perhaps don't want people that we can't trust in our life, especially laying on the same pillow, right? Because then the secrets, then the strategy, then the whatever, everything gets out, and then you're just attacked from all sides and your family falls apart. It's very common, a lot of single mom households. But some of you did start out were married, happily married, right? Protected, provided for mentally, physically, financially, and it's just now you're a single mom. Greatness, however, is not an accident. It demands intention. A man must live with purpose, knowing his principles and standing firm in his convictions. We don't want a soft, wishy-washy man. Oh, today the crowd thinks that this is cool. Oh, but because I'm with a different crowd tomorrow, I'm going to change my opinion, right? So a man must define within himself what is stable and then maintain that quality into every room he enters, because especially if people witness you being wishy-washy, bitchy, right, then respect for you goes down. Respect for you goes out the window quite fast. If you're a gossipy type of fair weather friend to everybody who just runs around and tries to sniff butts and lick shoes and stuff, it's weird. So we don't respect men like that. A man must live with purpose, know his principle, and standing firm in his convictions. He must lead with confidence and drive, not just for himself, but for those who look to him for guidance and protection. Women admire men who knows Women admire men who know their worth, who stand for something real and unchanging, who lead with direction and clarity. Let's turn back to our own strength, the kind we felt in our youth when the world seemed wide open, when every challenge was an opportunity and every failure a lesson learned. Let's remember the fire that once burned brightly inside us, the passion to make a difference, to live with purpose, and to chase after something greater than ourselves. We are called to be men of character, men of courage, men of unwavering faith. The world may throw distractions and detours in our way, but when we live intentionally, with our eyes fixed on what truly matters, we become unshakable. A man who knows himself, who embraces his role as a protector, a nurturer, a leader, and a servant, he is unstoppable. His impact reaches far beyond the walls of his home. He becomes the kind of man who shifts cultures, shapes legacies, and builds a future worth fighting for. When we embrace our true selves, we unlock the potential to transform the world around us. We inspire others, not just with our words, but the way we live our lives. We leave a mark that endures. It's the men who are about something, who have some qualities to them, who choose to lead, who choose to exercise these saintly qualities and plant seeds in the communities. Those men are remembered. Those men will go down in history books, right? Otherwise, we're just living a pointless existence of selfishness and debt and stress, and we have contributed not too much to the people around us, but to life in general, right? We've made no progress. We've contributed nothing productive. We've just been out here enjoying ourselves. Be a better man than that. So let us rise to the challenge set before us. Let us be the men we were meant to be, strong, steadfast, and faithful. For in doing so, we don't just change our lives, we change the lives of those we love, the communities we serve, and the world we inhabit. We may stumble, we may fall, but the man of purpose always rises again. His faith leads him, his family supports him, and his vision drives him forward. So step up, be a man of character, courage, and conviction. It's time to remember the warrior inside of you, to tend the garden of your heart, to lead with compassion and serve with humility. The world needs men of substance, men who live by their principles and build their legacies with purpose. Rise, be the man you were created to be.